Two. Hey, Facebook. Hey, Instagram. Hey, YouTube. Hey, everybody. Shout out to Francis Rodriguez for my Mojo coffee. Got it up in here. I like it iced. So, good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. It is a casual dress down Friday as if I was in somebody else's office. It's casual Friday. So, it's casual for me, too. What's happening, people? What's up, Kels? I see you glow to grow or grow to glow. Excuse me. Hey, sis. How are y'all? Okay, listen. Really quick, I'm not going to keep you guys long today, but I had this tip and I wanted to share it because it is really, really helpful. And I see how it's helped me quite a bit over the course of the last couple of months. Okay. So I wanted to share it with you guys right quick. All my entrepreneurs out there and small business owners who produce content and things like that. Oh, first, hello. If we've never met before, my name is Demita McGee. I'm a Christian women's business coach. What's up? If you are watching via YouTube, I would love it if you would be kind enough to subscribe to this channel. Why should you subscribe? Because the mission of this channel is to help aspiring and existing entrepreneurs align their businesses with biblical principles and for real, get their bag. And if you would like to help with that mission, a small thing you could do is just hit that subscribe button. And on Instagram, on Facebook, and what you can also do is just share it. Let somebody know about it if you think this would be helpful for them, okay? All right, now let's dig into what today is about. What's up to everybody? Over the last month, I've really learned how helpful this one little tidbit of information can be. So I have an advertisement that runs on Facebook, and I have an ad that also runs on YouTube. And this is not about the ad, so don't like, oh my God, I don't run ads. This isn't helpful. No, this is helpful for you if you are an entrepreneur. All right. This is helpful for you if you are a small business owner, solopreneur, and you are really looking for people to connect with you. And I titled this, I don't know what to call this because I don't know what to call it yet. Once I get a nice name for it, I'll go back and I'll put a name in there, y'all. But it's a tip to help you stay connected with people. So here's the backstory. The backstory is this. A couple of years ago, there was a coach that I had stumbled upon, and she had this community, she had this group, and it was great. And she was expensive and I couldn't afford her. So I didn't pay to work with her, but I used the content that she had. Now I work with her. It costs a little over $3,000 to get started with her. And that same month I earned 10 grand. Okay. So yes, it was worth it. Now the backstory is this. What if someone wants to work with you right now, but they cannot afford to work with you? What do? How do you keep them close until their situation changes? Because see, had I not connected with her 2 years ago, she would not have been top of mind when I was ready to move forward with a specific type of coaching. So I have an ad that is running right now. And so there are individuals who will see that ad, right? Some of them are ready to get started and ready to work. Okay. And so we've had people who have actually, yes, enrolled in programs from ads. All right. And then we have some people that are like, you know what? I like this. I like what you're talking about, but I can't afford this right now. But guess what? I get to say, I get to tell them at that moment, I get it. I understand. I'm here when your financial situation changes or you get your hand on some resources. Here's a free resource that I know will be able to help you in the meantime. Let me explain something to you guys. Part of the reason, and I did not grasp this clearly before, part of the reason you are not growing the way you want to grow is because you are literally all over the place. If you can zone in and create value, resources, and content that is specific, then you actually become more valuable and more helpful. Let me explain. So I offer a zero to profit. It's not a workshop. It's actually a membership program. To enroll in that right now, it is closed. You can't enroll in it right now. To enroll in Zero to Profit, it is $2,000. Okay. It's 12 weeks of training that helps you literally set up your entire signature service. And we do 12 weeks of training every week. Hey, how you doing? I can't see your name real well. I need to put my glasses on, no contacts in today. But then they have access to the program for a year. Well, not everybody's in a position to actually be able to participate in Zero to Profit, right? Well, if they can't, cool. Well, guess what we're doing now? We have a boot camp that is a week long that is more affordable to help jumpstart you. And that boot camp is $127. So someone who can't quite afford $2,000 right now, they may not be in that position. They may say, oh, I can do 127. And so guess what? They get started with that, right? So I can't do 2,000, but I can do 127. The boot camp is to start your business, to get your actual service idea together. Zero to Profit shows you how to actually build that service out. So see how they're related. Now, what if someone is in a position where they're like, but wait, they see the boot camp and they're really in a rough position. And they're like, I can't even do 127 right now, Damita. I just can't. Well, then guess what I can say? I can say, listen, I understand. I get it. I have a resource that can help you. And that resource is free. And that resource is the Ultimate Business Starter Kit. It is it's an ebook. So you see how each one of them is tied closely together. You see how each one covers, they literally go from one step to the next step to the next step. And so if a person is honestly not in a position to make a purchase right now in this season, because Zero to Profit is closed, the boot camp will be closing in a few days because we start on Monday. So if a person is just not in a position to be able to pay for either of those services, I still have something that they can use where they can at least get the process started internally. And that resource is free. One of the challenges that you are having right now is you don't have resources that are connected together because your ideas are so far apart. So if a person doesn't have money to work with you right now, you got nothing that you can give them to keep them in your pipeline. You have nothing that you can give them to keep them or to help them take the next step. So they're prepared to take the next paid step. You got to take a step back and you got to create the resources, and I'm searching for the right words. They must be related. And so one of the challenges that I have found that aspiring entrepreneurs have and brand new business owners have, and I had the exact same challenge myself, y'all, the exact same problem. So it is not unique to you if you are struggling with this, is you are so incredibly multi-talented, you just don't know where to focus. And oftentimes we are driven, we're money motivated and not really value or service motivated. So that means we want to get the bag and we want to get it now. And whatever we feel like is going to pay us right away, that's where we put our energy. Well, if you really focus on chasing money by itself, you will always be chasing money. But the moment you can actually focus and find that thing where you honestly can specialize, that thing that gets you excited for real, out of all the stuff that you're really good at, that thing that almost you can like drill down to your purpose, that is where you will shine. And so over the course of a weekend, I created an ebook. Now, it took a lot of work. It was like nonstop 48 hours of doing this thing. And then I got a lot of feedback on it. And I started sharing it a little over a month ago. And it got great reviews and great reception. And so I took that ebook and it was motivation for the boot camp that we're doing. So they're completely tied together. And I created the ebook in the first place because it was the precursor to my program, Zero to Profit. So they're all related. So I want you to know that if a person is not ready to work with you today, what can you do so you stay in front of them, so you don't lose the connection? Because not everybody's going to work with you now. You're always looking for a couple of things. I always teach this, that people fall in one of a couple of categories. We always want them to be a customer or a client, but that's not where they're going to fall all the time. In fact, most people you meet will not be your customer or client. One thing that they can be, they're going to fall in one of three categories. The very first one is a connection. A connection is somebody who you are literally just connected to. And so it may work out that maybe they're not a good fit for you, but maybe they're a good fit for someone you know. For example, Frances is not my client, but Frances is an amazing individual whom I got this Mojo coffee from. She is with a health and wellness company and she's amazing. And so if I know somebody and I meet someone and it's like, hey, you know what? I think I know someone. I'm scanning my mental Rolodex to see who I can possibly connect you to because I want to be valuable to you. I want to be of service to everybody I meet. I want them to leave that interaction with me in a much better position than they were than before we actually encounter one another. And so I can say, hey, maybe you're a personal trainer. I know somebody you should connect with. Now, I don't know if anything's going to come from this connection, but I'll at least make the introduction. And so I'll make sure I introduce those two people. If I know a photographer and a wedding planner, I can connect them. If I know an event planner and someone else, I can connect them. So most people are going to fall into bucket number one, which is a connection for you. All right. The second bucket is really powerful too. The second bucket is they are a possible collaboration. This is somebody that you can partner with, and together you guys are much more valuable than you even are apart. And so you can do potential collaborations with them. All right. So everybody you meet will fall into one of these three buckets. They are either a connection, somebody that you know that you may be able to connect to someone else in the future, a collaboration, and the last and the final one, which is the one we all want, but it just does not happen. It is the least likely to happen, is a client or customer. But if you do really well with connecting and do really well with collaborating, your connections and collaborators will always end up helping you get more clients and customers. So if you understand that not everybody, don't be transactional, meaning I meet you, I want you to buy something from me and that's it. Don't be transactional, be relational. Relational means I'm going to build a relationship with you. Now we may do something together now, we may do something together in the future, we may never do anything together because we are a connection to one another and I can connect you to somebody else and that's okay. Be a connector because in the long run, it will pay you more. It will pay you more financially and it will pay you more emotionally and relationally and socially. All right. Because you'll continue to grow your network. Now, really quick before I close out. So it's important to understand, think of people in terms of relation, not what you can get from them today. Do not be transactional. If you are transactional, you will not get that coveted 5-figure month, 6- and 7-figure year you're looking for. You may get a couple of dollars, but you're not going to get what you're looking for because nobody wants to be your prey. And that's what they feel like. Okay. So what can you create if you don't have it already? What can you create so that people leave your presence if they're not prepared to make that purchase today? What can you give them where they stay connected to you? Because if I didn't stay connected to my coach, if she didn't do a good job staying connected to me, then 2 years after I discovered her, I would not have spent $3,200 with her. And then it would have taken me even longer to have a 5-figure month. So who is that hurting? Is it hurting her or was it hurting me? It would have hurt me. It would have hurt her because there are other people that would have bought her services. I would have hurt myself. So who are you hurting by being transactional? You're hurting you. Who are you hurting by not having a way for people to stay connected to you and for you to actually give them some value that they can use now if they're not ready to make a purchase now? You are hurting you. All right. That is real talk. So that is all I have for y'all today. If you need help with your business, make sure you reach out to me. Okay. You can schedule a strategy session, individual strategy sessions, or if you are in a position right now where you're like, Demita, I'm the person you're talking about. I got all these ideas and I don't know which one to pick, which one is profitable, which one will be scalable, which one I can build a signature service off of, which one I can actually implement now. I need help with that. Then join the boot camp. It begins on Monday. On Sunday, we have a kickoff party and it's only $127. and you get extreme access to me during this boot camp. And at the end, you're going to find your God-given competitive advantage, and everybody has one. And you're going to find that advantage, you're going to extract that advantage, and you're going to see how to monetize that. You're going to see how you can use your personal transformation to connect with a customer so they want what you've had and are willing to pay for it. You're going to see exactly how to validate whether or not this is an offer people want to pay for. So you don't build this thing that people don't want. I do not teach you to build this whole service and then find out once you built it and did all the work, oh my God, this thing is not selling. That is not what we do. Y'all, in fact, I have never, hear me clearly, never created a whole program before I sold the program. I sold it before I created it. And that's how I built my company. Okay. And so if that's something that you want to learn, we need to connect. So you can still enroll in the Start Your Business Bootcamp. Okay. Our kickoff party is Sunday, opening Sunday for the NFL. Yes, I love football. And then we get started on Monday. All right. And then if that is not what you need, you are beyond the Start Your Business phase, but you need more help with what free resources can I create to help me dig into my intellectual property and see how to monetize that, then you just need to book a strategy session. And when you book that strategy session, it's an hour dedicated exclusively to you so we can focus on what you need to move your business forward. And if at any point you are looking for a coach, we can talk about coaching, but I only have 2 spots left for coaching. That's it for the next couple of months. I only have 2. That is it. That is all. Okay. So if you want one of those, you got to let me know ASAP. So you guys know how to reach out to me. Just simply send me a DM. You got to have the courage to take the first step. You want to grow a business? Get some courage. All right. Get the courage, take the first step, find out what is a good fit for you, find out what your budget will allow to happen. I am not a hard closer. If we are not a good fit for one another, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say I am not the right coach for you. But if I can help you, you better believe I'm going to tell you that is my zone of genius. Let's kill it. It is time. All right. You guys have an amazing Friday. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you got some value. If you did, make sure you share it. Make sure you tag a couple people in the comments. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and follow if you're in other places. Love y'all. Peace out. All right. I'm going to let you go first, Instagram, because it's easiest to let you go. Bam, bam. Instagram is done. And y'all know how we do it on Facebook and how we do it on YouTube. I got a whole outro video. So I'll see you later. Peace out, people. Have a great weekend.